Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be looking at the properties of addition. This is chapter 2.1. The first property that we're going to look at is called the commutative property. Sid has 4 blue pens and 5 red pens. Mario has 5 blue pens and 4 red pens. How many pens does each boy have? So find 4 plus 5 and then 5 plus 4. Which you know 5 plus 4 and 4 plus 5 both equal 9. So that both boys have 9 pens. So the order of the digits does not change the sum. So that is what the commutative property is. You might want to write this down in your math notebook. Commutative property of addition. The order in which the numbers were added did not change the sum. That's what you're going to write in your math journal. The second one is called the identity property. So Anna practiced the piano for 3 hours on Friday. She did not practice at all on Saturday. So how many hours did she practice altogether? You have 3 plus 0. Then find 0 plus 3, which both of them equals 3. Because the identity property says the sum of any number and 0 is the number, not the 0. So again, write identity property and then put the sum of any number and 0 is the number. The third one is called the associative property. Matthew saw 9 sailboats, 4 rowboats, and 6 canoes on the lake. How many boats did he see altogether? So, in mathematics, when you see parentheses, there is what we call the order of operations, and parentheses is the first item that you must do in order of operations. The acronym "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally" tells you how those how the order goes, and we'll talk about that more in class, and I'll teach you the "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," but the please part is P for parentheses, and that's the first part that you have to do for order of operations. So anything in parentheses is where you go first in any mathematical problem. And in this case, the first set of parentheses is around 9 plus 4. But I also know that I can change the parentheses to group it differently. So if you go down and look at this section down here, you have 9 plus 4 plus 6 and 9 plus 4 plus 6. I find it easier to make 10, and the 4 plus 6 helps you make 10, and then 10 plus whatever digit is added to it is going to give you, in this case, 19. So, but the associative property, the only thing that's changing is the placement of the parentheses. Your answer doesn't change. How you add them might change a little bit, but the digits stay the same. The parentheses are the only thing that moves in that problem. And you're still going to get the same answer. Still going to get 19. Alright, so now let's take a look and see if you can identify which property each problem is. Okay, 6 plus 5 and 5 plus 6. Do you remember which one? In which the order of the addends does not change the sum? These digits are called addends, and the sum is your answer. So the order of them does not change the answer. Which property was that? Was that associative, identity, or commutative property? It is the commutative property. Alright, how about number 2? What changes? Are the digits the same? Yes. Is the order of the digits the same? Yes. What's changed? Only the placement of the parentheses has changed. So which property talked about the placement of the parentheses? That would be the associative. And then the third one. Can you tell me which one the third one is? I think you can. It has a big fat 0 in there. So that one is the identity property because it's going to take on the identity of secret number 12 in this one. Yeah. Whatever number is there and 0, it's like nothing. You're adding nothing. So it's going to remain, keep its identity just like it was before you had tried to add 0, because adding 0 is not adding, you're adding nothing. Okay, which property is demonstrated here? What is different about the two number sentences? Are they the same digits? Yes, they are. Are they in the same order? Yes, they are. What has changed? Oh, only the placement of the parentheses has changed. The grouping of the digits. So which one did we say that one belongs to? Is that a commutative property, an associative property, or an identity property? That is the associative property. Only the parentheses change. The grouping changes because those parentheses move. How about this one? 2 plus 8 and 8 plus 2. Which property is demonstrated here? What's different about the number sentences? Right, only the order of the digits have changed. Which one says that the order of the digits does not matter? The order of the addends does not change the sum. The order in which the addends are added does not change the sum. That one would be the commutative property. How about this one? 9 plus 2 and 2 plus 9. Which property is demonstrated here? You guessed it. That one is also the commutative property. And how about this one? I bet you can guess this one. 100 plus big fat 0. That one is the identity property, yes. All right, your turn. Which property is demonstrated here? Let's go. 4 plus 6 plus 3. 4 plus 6 plus 3. What's changed? What's different? Right, only the placement of the parentheses has changed. Which one is being demonstrated here? Commutative, associative, or identity? When there's parentheses involved, you got it. It is the associative property. And that is the end of our lesson. So I want you to go find the exit ticket for this lesson, and I will see you in class where we can talk about Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.